Greetings. This is Brother Eli with another episode of Bible Truth Revealed. Today's topic is it a sin to get a tattoo? Is it a sin to get a tattoo? We live in a world where everyone knows someone who has a tattoo. Getting tattoos is so commonplace that it is worth knowing whether or not this is displeasing to the Most High. While Leviticus chapter 19 forbids Israelites from getting tattoos, there are many rebellious Christians who insist that the laws in Leviticus were only for the priests, or that the law forbidding tattoos was only related to rituals for the dead. Therefore, the reason that as they are not priests and they are not doing rituals for the dead, they are free to get as many tattoos as they please. Let's examine the law against tattoos in context so that we can see clearly that it is indeed a sin for Israelites to get tattoos. Leviticus chapter 19, verses 1 to 2 and verse 28. That's Leviticus chapter 19, verses 1 to 2 and verse 28. And I will be reading from the Brenton Septuagint translation. It reads thus: And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the congregation of the children of Israel. It does not say speak only to the priests. Moses was commanded to speak to the entire congregation of the children of Israel. And thou shalt say to them, Ye shall be holy. The word holy means separate or set apart, not like everyone else. It continues, For I, the Lord your God, am holy. The Most High is holy, and he wants his chosen people to be holy. Verse 28, And ye shall not make cuttings in your body for a dead body. There are some cultures in which when someone dies, those who are mourning would make cuttings in their own body. It's part of their grieving process for them to cut themselves. The Israelites are not supposed to do that. It continues, and. So the word and is introducing something else that the Israelites must not do. And ye shall not inscribe on yourselves any marks. So the Israelites, one, are not supposed to make cuttings in our bodies for a dead body, and two, we are not supposed to inscribe on ourselves any marks. The second prohibition is general. This is not unique to rituals for the dead. Under no circumstances are Israelites supposed to inscribe marks on ourselves. It continues, I am the Lord your God. I'll read the same verse 28 from the King James Version of the Christian Bible. The King James Version says, Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead. So that's for the ritual for the dead. It continues, nor is used in the place of and it's introducing another prohibition. Nor print any marks upon you. That's in general. The Israelites are not supposed to print any marks on our bodies. It continues, I am the Lord. What is the meaning of nor print any marks upon you. The Ellicott's Commentary for English Readers says this: nor print any marks upon you. This, according to the ancient authorities, was effected by making punctures in the skin to impress certain figures or words, and then filling the cut places with stibium, ink, or some other color. The practice of tattooing prevailed among all nations of antiquity, both among savages and civilized nations. So we see, 1, the Israelites are not supposed to print any marks upon our bodies. 2, this practice is called tattooing, which means that the Israelites are not supposed to get tattoos. And 3, all nations of antiquity, both savages and civilized nations, got tattoos. This is why the Most High wanted the Israelites to be holy, separate, different. We are not supposed to do what the other nations do. Getting tattoos has always been a widespread pagan practice. But we, the Israelites, are supposed to be holy, just like our God is holy. Many Christians claim that the law against tattoos was given under the Old Covenant. So now that they're supposedly under the quote-unquote New Covenant, this law does not apply to them. They say that their God died so that they can disobey the commandments of the Most High. This nonsensical claim that we are under a new covenant, so we are free to break the Most High's commandments, is nothing but Greek philosophy. For details of this Greek deception, please listen to my teaching entitled "The Epistle to the Hebrews is Greek Philosophy." That's the Epistle to the Hebrews is Greek philosophy. The fact is that the entire New Testament was written to lead the children of Israel into idolatry and to embolden us to rebel against the commandments of the Most High. According to the book of Revelation, the false god and idol of Christianity has a tattoo on his thigh. This is an act of rebellion against the Most High's commandment not to get tattoos. Many Christians use this sin to justify getting tattoos themselves. Let's read this in Revelation chapter 19, verse 16. That's Revelation chapter 19, verse 16 in the King James Version of the Christian Bible. It says, "And he hath on his vesture and on his thigh a name written." So the false god and idol of Christianity has a name written on his thigh. He has a tattoo on his thigh that says King of Kings and Lord of Lords. We know that the Most High only is King of Kings and Lord of Lords. So this is another example of the false god and idol of Christianity trying to steal the glory from the Most High. And in this act of outright rebellion, he has a tattoo on his thigh. He is not holy like the Most High God is holy. The Expositor's Greek Testament gives a commentary on Revelation chapter 19, verse 16. It says this: "Some Greek statues appear to have had a name written thus upon the thigh. Cicero mentions one of Apollo marked in small silver letters. So we see here that writing a name upon the thigh is not a Hebrew practice. It is a Greek practice. This further confirms that the so-called New Testament was not written by the Hebrews. It is nothing but Greek philosophy that teaches rebellion against the commandments of the Most High. In conclusion, getting a tattoo is an act of rebellion against the Most High and His commandments. Israelites are commanded to be a holy people, separate from the pagan nations and their abominable practices. If you already have a tattoo, I urge you to repent of that sin and to not get any more tattoos. And with that, I say, Shalom.